All right, this is Romy and Kaya. She's second day, first day doing an interior detail. So we're gonna go through the process of what we do to prep. We're in the Fort Collins location shop. So we went ahead and pulled the mats out. They are hanging. So usually when we get started, you have your checklist with you? Let's grab that. It is in order. So you look at that side of it. It's in order from top to bottom of what we're gonna do. Sometimes we did a little pre-prep. So this vehicle, F-250, we had a little bomb.
It's not F-250.
Oh,
it's
2500. The kids were throwing up the back. They were debating on whether to sell it, get a new one, or just make it feel new again. So that's what we're going to do with the interior. I don't think we're going to need odor bomb ozone on this. I think just the enzyme's going to take care of it. So it's a leather interior. So the first thing we did was pull out the trash and personal items. Now we're gonna go in and start the detail process. And part of it's gonna be prep. So you're gonna follow us through the prep. So that's hooking up. Now that we got the mats up and the inside's ready, we did prep spray it. So we sprayed everything with Sapphire to start with. Just loosens up the dirt. So now that we go in and do the dressing, it's gonna work better. So for the dressing, we're gonna get prepared. So we need a couple terry cloths each. So one, you're gonna slide in your back pocket and you'll have a spare. We always fold them in quarters. So we'll take a look at that. We'll start with 4 rags. All right, and then what we're using is blue sapphire to dress it. We were just mixing up some a little bit earlier. There's 2 detail kits, one on either side of this table. That's if, and we have a third in the van. So if we're working on 2 vehicles, 1 tech. So Kaya this morning is gonna take the white kit, meaning that it's got white tape across the top of it. That way when we set a bottle somewhere, we know who's got it. Second rag, we just toss in our pocket, have with us. That's gonna be our extra rag. Things do get dirty as we go through. That'll make it less. So the other one, we're just gonna quarter, so you fold in quarters. So in half, and in half. Good job. So we're gonna pick our sapphire out. Oh, I need to fill, right?
She's already.
All right, so then there is concentrated and diluted sapphire. So when we dilute it, it gets diluted 2 to 1. 2 gallons of water to 1 gallon of sapphire. And currently we have it on the wrong jug. That's diluted.
Yep.
So we're just gonna pop the top off. Maybe. I don't need to fill my jug entirely, so we'll get started with this. So normally what I do is you keep a brush with you. So we're gonna have a brush, hard to get areas, magic eraser. So this is how we're prepping. And then,
I don't have magic erasers.
here you go. We'll need that. So magic erasers, we keep the extra stock in the back room. We do go through them quite a bit. For the same reason, I want you to use one and then we'll throw it away. So take 2 of those and put it in the kit. And then right now, I didn't see anything. So normally if we knew it was gonna be some gooey stuff in the cup holders, we'd grab degreaser, soak it with degreaser, use the pump sprayer. We're not gonna need to do that on this one. So we've got these, we're gonna set these. I'm gonna have you start on the passenger side. I'm gonna start on the driver's side. So we're gonna put these on the seat and then we're gonna hook up the air compressor and show you how that works. First, we need to pull the seat back. So I'm gonna close this back door so we get a better shot. Because whenever we're in the front seat, we want these seats all the way back. That is nice when we have non-electric seats because they go super fast. The top of the back seat, we're gonna lay backwards because we wanna be able to get into the crack of it as we're blowing with the air gun. So this will sit up here. So normally I'll just keep this close. I'll leave that here. I'm gonna leave this in my pocket where I'm not sitting on it. And then we're gonna come over and prep. So I'll have you follow me, camera. Good work. All right, so now we need to hook up air guns. So it's gonna be the same air gun hose setup we had chat with her we had yesterday. So first off, make sure the air compressor is plugged in. When we get started, this is the tool pressure side. It's at 0. This is the tank pressure side. We're at 150. What we can do is we're going to turn on the pressure. So we have to turn this knob until we pressure up the tool side. If you're running one tool, you want it under 90 psi. Usually about 60 and 90, you'll get a feel for the sound of it. Then if we're running 2 tools, we can do 100 psi because we want both tools to have plenty of air. So we're going to take the hose. We've got a green and blue set up here. So I'm going to take this end. And sometimes these tools will leak. And I'm going to have you go around the back of the truck and we're going to put it to the other side. But when you do that, I'm going to watch the camera. And then take an air gun with you.
This?
Yep. Same thing we used yesterday.
It's gonna yell at me, huh?
So we have these are Tornado air guns. So we gotta make sure if it's got dirt in it, we just gotta wipe it off. Use sapphire rag. We'll take a look at it like this. Well, you can see right here. This air gun was left dirty. So you can see the dirt's on the inside of that. We don't want to start with dirty. So I'm just gonna hit it with a little degreaser to loosen it up.
Is this one fine?
Oh yeah, you can see it. Look at that.
Oh. Okay, now I see the difference.
And they get dirty because they're gonna be blowing dirt around. So we just want to get it where it's on. All right, so we got our air gun. You've got your hose. I'm gonna hook up this blue. You follow me, camera? I'm moving too fast. Come on, camera. There you
Oh,
go.
there it goes.
All right. So I think it follows. I think it wants to follow the face. No? Oh, maybe it's because it's too high. Let's try you. All right.
No.
Well, Chevy, come with me like that. All right. So we're just gonna do the second setup. So we take it. This one's push in and it's clipped on. We're gonna pull off the hose. This I just put brand new ends on last week. They do go bad and the guns start leaking when you connect them. So when that happens, we just need a new quick connect in.
Okay. And so,
So-
we pull it down, snap it in.
So yeah, exactly. So we're gonna pull it down and slide it in, and it connects. The air's not on yet, so it's not gonna yell at you.
Okay.
So come with me. All right. So we'll make sure we got plenty of air hose to reach. All right. So now I'm gonna figure out how to. And we'll put these seats up. And then we're gonna have you look over our shoulder as we go through the next process. Right, because we're doing an interior, we went ahead and rolled down the windows. Like I said, we sprayed everything but the dashboard because we didn't want to get the spray on the glass. Just makes us work twice as hard. So the first thing we're going to do, so we're going to clean top to bottom, left to right. We need to pull out. Oh, that's one thing. We just need to make sure all the personal items are pulled out. I think we got one clip on your side.
Yep.
Up front here, there's a big roll of bags next to the chemical supplies. I'm gonna bring you one. We'll put, yeah, we're gonna put both of these inside a personal item bag. There's only 2 because the client cleaned it out pretty good. These are the client's sun visor guards up there. So we'll try this back in. This is a big truck. All right, get back to it. So we're going to charge the rag, meaning we're going to get one side wet because we don't want to spray on the dashboard. So again, we work top to bottom. You get a feel. This is fabric. Up top here, this is vinyl. So we're gonna clean the vinyl. And then when you're in your seat, everything from console over, I'm gonna clean in the driver's seat. And we do the same order on every car. That way it becomes muscle memory.
Okay, because so you take this over.
Yep.
Okay.
And then in your seat, when I get to the passenger seat, which is the last one we do, you're gonna go from here over.
Okay.
Yes. So first thing we do is start top to bottom. So you get the top, you get the top center. So we're dressing everything that can be dressed. He's got a mask up there. So normally we just wipe down that. And then one of the main things that pokes for a kid is look at the dust up there. So not even homeowners get it. So we're gonna wipe that all down. You've got that on the sapphire part of that rag.
Yeah.
Then we may charge the rags a little bit more, because now is where we gotta lean in. And remember, I'm gonna take from here over. So the reason we do half the rag charge in it, because we want to use our fingers to keep this from getting on the windshield.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my half, come over. You're gonna come over to this half. We're actually gonna do the center. So I'm gonna come to here. Then when you're in that passenger seat, you're gonna start here. So wipe it all over again. Coming back your direction and just making sure you get all the way to the edge. So you may have to curl yours up a little bit to get where it's dressing it. Wherever the damp is, you feel it?
Yeah.
All right. Then we're gonna come down these rails. All right, I can see already. So magic eraser, you got yours? We're gonna juice it up with a sapphire. Because we're working top to bottom, I'm taking a look. So even like the underneath here, and then the handle. But the concern I've got with the magic eraser is that handle. Look at that. You can tell there's a lot of dirt built up on it. So when you use the magic eraser, it'll loosen up that dirt, and then you need to wipe it with the rag to absorb it. All right, so now we're gonna go through our, I don't know, our interior detailing motto. So it's gonna be, wait, sounds funny. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through spray. So we'll just pick an area we're gonna start, because we're gonna start working top to bottom. See where you're at, dude. So it's on you. So we're gonna spray. So catching those cracks, let it start to run. So let's just, and you can just let it drip. So we're gonna go through, spray it all.
Okay.
Work the cracks in. So remember, spray, blow, wipe.
Yep.
So I'm gonna turn our air on. There it is. It's a whip inside of that. And then we're rubbing it in, just to make sure it goes in even, working top down. All we're doing is chasing the sapphire in. We already pre-sprayed it, so it loosened the dirt. Now we're just chasing the sapphire. There you go. So you could see it go through the edges, right? So like up here, we're gonna spray in. We're gonna come down. I'm gonna go back over this edge, right? And so I can see like right here, I'm gonna spray a little because I could see where we didn't get in that crack. But now you can put your rag behind it to blow it.
Okay.
So go sideways, yep. That way you don't get it on the windshield. You're gonna block the windshield with your rag and then blow into it. Perfect. So we're gonna continue to work downwards because we don't wanna blow dirt into what we've already done. So I'm just gonna go, like you just did, prep an area. And then as we prep first, even the center console on top, which we'd already done a couple of times. And then you're gonna see how it goes in a line. Now there is only one thing we're missing. So it'll be our headlamps.
Headlamps.
Yeah. So we always going to use a headlamp inside of a vehicle. Light is never bright enough. We did open up the cover to the sunroof so we can get a little bit more light in here. But headlamps are what helps us see in the areas we can't see, so we make sure we dressed everything evenly. So yeah, once we blew it in there, like I can see there's this crack around the dashboard up here. So the only way I'm gonna get in there is to spray it.
How do I close this?
Push hard.
That's it?
But I would spray in there, blow it all out. That way you get everything out of the cracks, even on the top part and the hinge, on the inside of there. Yeah. And then blow through it and then wipe it once more. And then we'll rub her in.
I'm gonna go deaf.
All right, so we're just going to continue through, work top, down. Like I said, pretty much magic eraser. You're going to get a brush for those areas that you see the dust in but aren't close. Same thing with the brush. You're going to take it and you're going to charge the end of it. Just meaning we're spraying sapphire on it. And then we're going to work through. So the next portion we're going to come to, so same thing here in the console. Be a little bit of edge so we can work around the edges of this. This is where the charger is. Then we want to lift up and do the same thing on the inside. And we're just going to blow. So we're just working it in everywhere. And then just rub it in afterwards. So spray, blow, rub. Like I said, we'll work through the console twice because we do it on each side. Usually this is the dirtiest area of the vehicle. Now when we're going to the console, so let's go into this cup holder, you're going to put your rag up and over. So throw your rag up over in that. You're going to blow into the rag so it doesn't blow to... Yeah. Move it around. Then come to the next one. Yep. Now we're going to rub it all. We're going to rub it all out. Yep. We're going to get it out of there. So then we're just going to work this through the whole thing. So generally, you want to start here over, driver's side. We're going to go to the driver's door next because we're going to be able to stand outside of the vehicle and take a look at it. So we're just going to jump over to that part so you can see what comes next. And I will move you down, so just jump over here. We'll use what we've got. So I'm going to move you out camera so you can take a look and see what we're doing on this side. All right. So now what we're going to do is get down to the level of the vehicle because you're not going to see it unless you're down here, so we can get into those edges. Now generally you don't want to spray behind the pedals, not on them. This allows us to see what we missed on the bottom side of this dashboard. So now we can go in and start working the inside. Just the same as before, we're going to spray it. Then wipe it in, and you're going to get underneath. And then same thing down this edges. And then just wipe it in. Blowing it in, just breaking up everything from the cracks and crevices onto the inside. Then we've gotten underneath the seat. And you can see inside. And then the next bit, bring you up a little higher, because here we want to look at these door jambs. So come on this side, Kaya. Let me just show you from this edge. We'd already pre-sprayed these once. We're going to spray them again. We're going to especially inside here. Inside here. Remember, we already pre-sprayed them. So first thing we're gonna do, we sprayed them. We'll go through and that's just gonna loosen everything up from it. Now, you can see it's not quite right still. So we're gonna come in, you see like this marking up here? Mm-hmm. That is from the rubber seal on the door. So that is where
Magic eraser.
our magic eraser comes in. It's already wet, so it gets rid of the rubber from the door. So that means these haven't been dressed in a while. Now these should come back looking black. If they haven't, we didn't rub them enough so that they blacken up. And the other part we want to do is make sure you almost want to grab it.
Get into
that edge.
Okay.
Grab it. And you're going to run it all the way down, and you're just going to follow it.
Okay.
To the bottom. And when we're cleaning the door jambs, even on an interior, we are cleaning all the way down. In this door jamb, I extends to here. So this whole bit. Yeah, and we're still just using the sapphire. And coming the whole way down. So the other tricky part, we'll show you real quick, is going to be getting into these. So we already pre-sprayed these. We blew them. So right here, you're going to open this up. Take your fingers and you're grabbing both sides. Mm-hmm. Both sides. And you rub it until it turns black. And if not, then you may not have enough sapphire on your rag. Same thing up here. You're catching this corner and coming around. So we go all, yeah, you can see where it's not evened up at first. Because it shows spotty. And then we're going to come through and treat it like we've not done anymore. We come through and we can even, so you see the speaker bit right here? That dirt is all in there. It's from where shoes kick up.
Yeah.
So we want to spray it like we did the rest. So we pre-sprayed, just start. We already pre-sprayed once. That loosens up all the dirt. This round, we're coming over just to blow it through. So we need to freshen it up. I want to make sure we're getting those cracks because that's where we want to blow that dirt out of. Always pull out the door handle, go over. It's those cracks we're concerned about most.
Okay.
The rest of the wipe through, and then I'm gonna watch you just chase. We're just gonna take it and we're gonna chase. We want to open this up because we want to be able to see that corner. And then you just chase so that line goes in. Anytime you get into a pocket, even that station right here, get it all out of there. These boots, we'll go over these boots probably 3 times, get that up done. But you can see we're just taking it all the way down. Even this bottom seal we're going to take and grab both sides of and work it in. All right, so sprayed it, you blow it, and now we wipe it in. So that way it evens it all out. We still have our brush, so if there is something stuck in the edges or in the center, you can work it in with the brush to get it out. So that's what it's for. So you run it along the track. Magic eraser for something that doesn't want to come off. So those are the things we need that we're going to use most. So having that magic eraser, the brush with you. Like I said, this didn't really need any degreaser. But even after the spray and go, I can charge my rag a little bit more because I want to work this section kind of dry it out on me. All right. So then we repeat the same with the back. So that is our interior detail. You've seen the big, kind of the basics of what we do through. Now, if there's things stuck in the inside, may have a degreaser or something else we'll use with it. But here at RC Auto Detail and Carpet Cleaning, that's what we do to get it done.